Noticing a pattern. Have you ever seen somebody so hung up on calling people 304s, calling out OF models,
and in general, just trying to get a sick on anyone they consider for the streets? Heh, what's the matter? Cat's got your tongue? Face ass. Well, what if I told you the call is coming within the house? Shocker, I know, right? People who can't stop talking about OF actually love OF. I ran a test. Literally, it's just a quick test. The next person I was going to see that was going to try and bash somebody like they're better than them for behaving explicitly, I would see what connection they have. So also people who behave explicitly. This was a video about frozen ramen, by the way. Dude replies to her, this and 20 seconds of scrolling, not even, I found people who do the exact same thing he is coming at this lady for in his following. He's following these people, adult content creators. And no, I don't have any problem doing this because the guy was quick to judge somebody. So why have an issue of what you dish out? Dude is following whole accounts from the adult content industry and out here coming at somebody for posting with their back turned, I guess. I don't even know what photo dude is referring to. But the fact these guys think that they're better than the people they're shaming because they're the ones consuming it and not doing it is actually crazy. And I'm not even doing that to embarrass the guy, but to use him as an example, as living proof that a lot of these people who are so obsessed with shaming these, oh, you're a 304. OnlyFans detected, opinion rejected. That as grunts are the biggest consumers of them. I mean, just look at the way that they talk. They bring up inappropriate similes and metaphors in almost every sentence they use, and even have their own lingo like goon or edging or whatever they call it. They have addict brains and they hate that the most about themselves, so they see all their flaws in these OF models, so they lash out on them instead of themselves. I see some people cope and say that, oh, well, you can't get mad at the drug taker for getting addicted to what the drug dealer is giving out. Brother, you have free will. You are not a robot. And especially if you are a grown adult, you are in charge of your own decisions. You cannot compare this to a drug deal. You know what is going on, and you clearly know it's wrong if you can shame them for it. So take a look within yourself. You cannot control anyone's actions but your own. So focus on yourself. Because I already know some people would take this as me defending the OF. Me personally, do I like it? No. And you know what I do since I don't like it? I don't interact with it. Do I have anything against the people who do it? No. Yeah, that's your life. You live it the way you want. Me personally, that's not something that I like, and I would never do it for myself. So you are the mental cook, not me. Have you ever heard someone say the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference? Well, stop loving on them because you're giving them all the attention that they need, even if you're not paying for the subscription. If you're still watching it and flexing, like I've seen people flex, like, oh, no one's gonna pay for that. I can watch that on this website for free. Stupid 304. Like, bro, you might as well be in the same industry with all the hours you're spending on it, and they're getting paid for it. You're just still broke. It's crazy to me how these people think that shaming them is gonna make people think, oh, this guy hates them. Yeah, he definitely has nothing to do with them. When I see it so many times, the biggest mouth offs are the people who are tapped into all of the leaks, all of the everything. Like, bro, that is not good for your health. You have to pull yourself up and lock in. All of your dreams will wither away if you stay a slave to your urges. Have some self control. These are your dreams on the line, your future. Me personally, like I said, I don't have any hate towards anyone who is doing that in the adult content industry, but I would never want that for myself, or if I had anyone in my family. I'd rather have them do something that might leave them in the peak human physique, any type of sports or training that will leave them pushing their human limits. Imagining that honestly sounds awesome to me. And of course, who would want to imagine anyone in their family doing anything explicit? But then again, it's not my choice to make. If I were to have a family, everybody in that family has their own free will and own free choice. And you guys have to understand that. Your hypocritical shaming isn't going to work as it's continued. People will still continue to do that if they want to. You can only fix yourself. You can only control, change, and work on yourself. So get to growing. Getting sick owns in your little circle of glazers isn't the own that you think it is. And here's an example of a Twitter one.
I don't want your attention. I want you to stop being a whore and disgrace to your dad.
Who's gonna tell, bro? That was tough, bro. Like, son, this guy is known on Twitter for actively hating on everyone OF related and talking about how foul their behavior is, calling this lady a disgrace to her dad. Well, then what are you? Like, you can't make this up. And then he, of course, he has the slow to call someone out on this, and he's doing the exact same thing months later. Like, bro, you can't make this up. This guy's apparently the biggest OF hater on Twitter, and yet he's talked about beating more times than Jaws got suspended. The calls are always coming within the house. It's sad to say, these hypocrites. And I know some of his defenders may think, but he changed. It was months ago. It was years ago. He's been on poll since 2023, bro. 2023. And he just has like a think or something, I guess, for exposing these 304s. That was May 2024. This was a month later. It's always the addicts that are so obsessed with calling out single mothers, 304, 304. And look at them on poll in broad daylight. Even going as far to mock a tragedy just to prove that oh, I'm not like these EO4s that I'm judging. I'm righteous. You're in 4K, buddy. Someone else even caught you. And then you still call someone else a hypocrite over this whole OF star fiasco. Like, buddy, take a look at yourself. Bro's making edits, owning these bobs, owning these 304s to make him feel good about himself. You need to edit yourself into a job site next. Yeah, I got one for you. It's just so fascinating to me that these people are so quick to judge other people that they won't even realize that they're being hypocrites, even if you tell them to their face in the same breath as them judging. The closest I did come into contact with OF, I remember seeing Sophie Rain with the cross on, and then in the comments, people were like, "Oh, you're doing this with the cross on," but all of them watching. Some guy commenting that with the cross in his bio. You might just say he was scrolling like the rest of us, and even if that is true, why even interact with it? As far as I'm concerned, that's not Christ-like either. So, like I said, it's like the calls coming inside the house with these people. They don't understand even that they're being hypocrites. Even if you tell them to their face, they will still cope and use the drug analogy or say that, oh, them doing this, them actually making content isn't on the level of consuming it. Well, apparently they're both bad, so why does it matter? If the day comes where you are judged, do you honestly think that you will be all good because what you did was not as bad? Take a look at yourself. Like, just take a look at yourself. Here's another mental cuck.
She packs my condoms when I travel. It's monogamous on her end, open on my end. You know where she's at right now? She's hanging out with my parents.
Are you sure about that? Oh, yikes. Here's where she actually was.
You. And that dude is doing this. Damn, Myron.
Same guy calling people cucks, by the way. And again, for someone who hates OF, you seem to know a lot about the stars. You seem to spend a lot of time with the stars. Like, bro, speak for yourself. Who is everyone? I haven't seen it. If you have, that's more of a you problem. I swear, bro, these dudes be telling on themselves. It's actually crazy. Like, no thought put into their present or future. It's just saddening. It's that one saying, how to win an argument with a fool, just let him keep talking. And they will lose to themselves. Not no Keyblade Volo. Volo carried Arceus. And Keyblade's from the GOAT PS2 game. Not either of those. Okay, good, he did. But yeah, my point is, if these people truly want others to think that they abstain from that, projecting onto them isn't the way to do it because it is so easy to find your hypocrisy. Instead, do this. You are in control of your own life. You are the only person you can truly control. Always keep that in mind. Shaming anyone else isn't going to do anything nor change anything. It is up to you to take back control of yourself. And once you get past this mental slavery, nothing can stop you. Lock in.